Excuse me, don't I? Oh, hi, Maggie. Dave. I may not look like up to much now, but yeah, it's me.
Dave? What are you doing here?
I live here now. Been here since Grandad lost his marbles and passed away. You?
We've come to see the aquarium.
How are you, Maggie?
I'm alright, I suppose. You?
Yeah, about the same, really. Life's a bitch, then you die. Hey up. Shouldn't have said that, shouldn't I?
You always had a way with words. If you don't mind, I'd best get back to Robert.
Just, what? Can you tell me, Maggie? How's Daisy? Is she okay?
She's alright. She's had her problems, I suppose. That's why Robert and I have the kids as much as we can.
Kids? I didn't know. Could you please just send her me love? Please, Maggie.
It wouldn't be right. Not after all this time. I'm sorry, really.
Oh, no, it's fine. Understand? I thought I'd go over all that. Maggie, I'd better go now. Have a nice holiday. Maggie, did you ever think of...
Yeah. I did. All the time. You?
Maggie, I'm so...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dave.
Why did you fucking do it? Why did you do it to me? You knew that all I ever wanted was to be part of a family. You took away the one thing, the one person who really mattered to me, my daughter. Our daughter. What you've done defies nature. It's wrong. You knew from the start how much it meant to me to be normal, didn't you? I told you. Do you remember? You knew how much it really mattered to me to be part of a normal family.
You hurt me, Dave. No one has ever hurt me like that, and no one ever will. All those weeks, months that I spent on my own while you fucked off playing boy soldiers. And when you did come back, all you did was piss our money up against the wall while I played dutiful little wifey. And you knew how much it would hurt me to go and fuck off like that. Do you remember that time you hit me too? Smack right across my face. I thought you'd bloody kill me.
That's bollocks. I slapped you across the face. And why was that, Maggie? Hey? Do you remember what you said to me, do you? You knew what you were saying, didn't you? But anyway, so what? None of that means I shouldn't be able to see Daisy, does it?
Yeah.
Does it?
What did you go and do to her though, eh, Dave? What were you doing, coming out of the shower room naked when she was with you for contact? What did you go on and do to her, hey? You filthy bastard!
I didn't do anything. You know that. The judge told you that. I've told you that. And it's all up here, isn't it? You've put it in her head too, haven't you? You filled her mind with your lies, and that's a wicked, really wicked thing to do to an 8-year-old. That's child abuse.
No, I don't care what anyone else says, because I know you, Dave. I know what you're really like. Like that time you raped me.
I never raped you, Maggie. You've made up this whole story. You wanted her all to yourself, and so did that slick-suited tosser you're with. That's why you've made up all this bollocks. You wanted to play happy families with my daughter, and I didn't fit in the game, did I?
No, I haven't made it up. You and I both know the truth, and the judge saw right through you. It's our little secret, huh?
Just imagine if I did this to you, Maggie. Took our child away from you, stopped you seeing her. How would you feel? Tell me, Maggie, what would you say to me? And what future is there for Daisy? She'll never know her daddy, will she? And what happens when she looks in the mirror and thinks that she looks like me, the monster in the cupboard? What'll that do to her? And what are you going to do when she's a teenager and she tells you to fuck off like you've told me to fuck off? Have you even thought about that?
Daisy is fine. She always will be. There's no space for a bastard like you in our lives anymore. Robert's a far better dad than you'll ever be. What you going to do about it, eh? You're lost in court, remember? It was only 3 months ago. And Liz, you should look in the mirror, mate.
Daisy's welfare is the paramount consideration, and I remind myself that contact with a child is a fundamental aspect of family life, with which there should be interference only insofar as is necessary to protect the welfare, rights and freedoms of the child, proportionate to the proven circumstances of the case, and also legal. Article 8 of the European Convention on Human Rights is fully engaged. Under the case law that I have to apply, I could only conclude that it was in the paramount interests of Daisy to deny this father contact if I find that there are exceptional circumstances. In order to do that, I must identify cogent reasons. Otherwise, it is this child's undeniable right to have a relationship with both of her parents. Every reasonable avenue must be pursued to see if contact can be arranged. Having heard the evidence in this case, I identify the following exceptional circumstances, which, taken together, demonstrate that it would be contrary to Daisy's interests for me to order that she should have any direct contact with her father. 1. On my reckoning, this is the 13th hearing in this case. These proceedings have continued for over 2.5 years. There have been orders for indirect contact and contact at a contact centre. When overnight contact was ordered, it broke down after only 3 visits. There has been a previous fact-finding hearing, which was listed and then adjourned. None of the orders that have been made have resulted in any sustained progress towards the establishment of a regular routine of contact. With all the benefit of hindsight, the delay has not been assisted by the fact that there have been 8 review hearings, mostly listed for no more than 15 minutes. 2. The parents are totally polarised. Mediation, family therapy, and individual therapy have all failed to make any impact. 3. It is now over 18 months since Daisy has seen her father. I accept that she now refuses to read the cards and letters that he has sent. His presents have been left unopened. 4. Although I have found that the mother has failed to prove that the father has sexually abused the child, I have also found that the mother now has an entrenched and immutable belief that he has done so. Further, as a result of the mother's influence, Daisy now believes that her father has abused her. In reaching these findings, I am departing from the views of the social worker in the report filed under Section 37 of the 1989 Act for reasons that I have already given. Right from the outset, I have found that the social worker treated the suggestion of abuse as a disclosure rather than as an allegation, thereby reinforcing the mother's beliefs. 5. The relationship between these parents broke down in circumstances of intense hostility. I have found that the father assaulted the mother once in what I can only describe as an enraged attack, during which the mother was badly hurt and could have sustained very serious injury. 6. The psychological evidence which is not challenged is that this mother has been deeply affected by her experiences as a child, causing her to be emotionally vulnerable at a very extreme level. The father also is deeply wounded by his past. Both of them are so hurt by their pasts that their own emotional needs overwhelm their approach to parenting Daisy. 7. On the last occasion that direct contact was attempted, the father behaved unwisely, allowing Daisy to see him naked as he emerged from the ensuite shower room next to his bedroom. That has merely added to the distrust between these parents. 8. Daisy would now flatly refuse to see her father. I accept the evidence to that effect. Orders for contact would now not work. It is too late and there has been too much damage. 9. The professional evidence that I have heard is unanimous in saying that it is now not possible or in Daisy's interests for direct contact to take place. I agree with the CAFCASS officer. I therefore reject the father's application for direct contact. He may have indirect contact with her by sending cards, letters, and small presents at a frequency of no more than once a month. As Mr. Johnson is unrepresented, I will ask those representing Mrs. Johnson to draw the order.
So here I am, all grown up. Daisy! Got kids of my own, you know. Right grown up me. Yeah, it's little Daisy from the future. Ooh! You just shit yourself, didn't you? Well, so you bloody should. Look at me when I'm talking to you. Social workers, CAFCASS bollocks, Lord Poncy-Wancy judges and the rest of you. Yeah, that's better. And Mum, I'm talking to you and all. And Dad, whoever the bloody hell you are. So, Dad, are you a pedo? Did you do things to me? Mum always said you did. But I don't remember. Or do I? Is this your nose? Probably. Your eyebrows? Chin? I haven't seen you in 20 years. And I don't know what the fuck you look like. Hello, Mum in the past. Yoo-hoo! Thanks for all the childcare and all. But were you always such a stuck-up bitch? Course you were. Great, isn't it, Mr. Big Knob Judge? Between my non-existent callous bastard dad and my lying bitch mum, I don't know what to believe anymore. My life got stuck in your bloody courtroom. Thanks. Now, if you excuse me, I need a piss. So you can fuck off and all.
Your Honour, I did not come out of the shower room naked. Of course I didn't. Daisy was 5 at the time. I had a towel round me. I got some boxer shorts from the chest of drawers in the bedroom. I went back into the shower room, put them on in there, and then I came out and I put on the rest of my clothes. I was living in a one-bedroom flat.
Mr. Johnson, if you want me to take a note of your evidence, which I'm trying to do, you need to slow down.
Right. I was living in a one-bedroom flat. I'd converted my bedroom to a special room for her. Pink wallpaper, loads of teddies, special rabbit called Hoppy that I got her for her birthday. I even got a pink carpet off Gumtree. So I had to go into the bedroom because there's nowhere else for me to keep my clothes. I couldn't stick them in the fridge now, could I? The ensuite shower room's next to the bedroom, you see. I was sleeping on a sofa bed in the sitting room, if that's what you can call it. No, Daisy has never seen me naked on what you call a contact visit. Of course not. I'm not stupid, you know. This is all malicious rubbish. I have no idea why Daisy said she saw me naked. Ask her.
Daisy, come on, you're 5 now. You can get your own pyjamas on. Daisy, when you're at your dad's for contact, where'd you sleep? Where'd your dad sleep? That can't be very comfortable for him. What, he never come in the bed with you? You promise? Do you have a bath at your dad's? Does he help you in the shower? Does he watch you? Does your dad have a shower when you're there? Where's he got dressed? Where are you? So, when he come out the shower, what's he got on? Just a towel. Have you ever seen him naked? Did you see his willy?
Where the bloody hell are you? You were supposed to be here 20 minutes ago. What do you mean Daisy's not coming? Why not? Well, I can look after her if she's got a cold just as well as you can. Well, how long has she been off nursery then? Well, if she's not been off school, why can't I see her? What do you mean she didn't want to come? What have you been saying to her? Why didn't you ring me? Anyway, if you knew she wasn't going to come instead of leaving me looking like a spare prick at the party in a supermarket car park. Yeah, well, when am I going to see her next? How do you mean you don't know? Right, that's it, Maggie. It's back to the bloody solicitors. Haven't you got better things to do? What else are you going to try? How far are you going to go to stop me seeing Daisy then? Maggie, what's happened to us?
Dave, you've really blown it this time. You can't keep coming in pissed all the time. I'm sick to death of it. You've only just got back from Cyprus. You just leave me stuck here on my own with a kid. What sort of life is that for me and Daisy?
Well, I've got to have some fun, haven't I? Not much to be had in this house, is there? All you do is snap at my heels all the time, tell me I'm fucking useless, and I'm not. I'm not that bad. Why has everything changed since I went away? You never used to be like this.
Where were you last night, Dave? Why didn't you come back till 5 o'clock this morning? You said that you were going to spend time with me and Daisy today to hang out. Why?
Maggie.
Why didn't you come back? Where were you?
Maggie, I'm sorry. I just got carried away with my mates, you know.
No, I don't know. All I know is you just keep leaving me all the time on my own. You promised me you wouldn't do that. You're just like everyone else. You don't give a shit about me or Daisy.
That's not true. Look, I'm sorry. I fell asleep at Johnny's house. I told you.
That's not true. I know it's not true. I phoned Johnny. Where were you? Out shagging. You act like a fucking teenager.
Now you're just being stupid, Maggie.
No, I am not. And I am not your fucking mother.
That is a filthy thing to say, you bitch!
Get out! Just fuck off, get out! You're going where?
Germany. Just for 6 months. You can come too. There's family accommodation there too, lots of it. Lots of families do it. Johnny and Kerry will be there.
What do you think Daisy and I are going to do with all our time in Germany? We don't know anybody there. I'm not spending all my time with a load of bloody army wives.
You are an army wife?
I want a job, you know. I want to work too. No, you can bloody forget it. You fuck off on your own. Of all those toy soldier mates of yours. And that wet wank Johnny and his stupid wife. Not spending all my time with them.
That's really not very nice, is it?
It certainly isn't. When you planning on going then?
2 months' time.
2 months' time? Daisy's first birthday's in 3 months' time. Are you telling me you're going to miss that?
I'm sorry, Maggie.
You're going to miss her first birthday? Did you tell him not to post you there?
I can't do that.
Of course you could. The truth is you just don't give a shit about us, do you? How am I supposed to cope with Daisy on my own all the time?
That's not true. You know, that's just not true. Oh, Maggie, just look at her. Just look at her, would you, love? Isn't she lovely? She is so gorgeous. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you for giving us such a beautiful child. It's all your work, darling. Well, with a bit of help from me at the start, I suppose, you know. Maggie, I love you. I love you so much, Maggie. I'll always look after you both. I'll always be there for you. And Daisy, you and your mum are all I ever wanted. Welcome to the world, Daisy. Welcome to the world where Mummy and Daddy will love you, sweetheart. They will love you as no child has ever been loved before. Just the three of us together. A proper, normal family. Maggie, come here, love, would you? Just come and sit down for a minute. I need to talk to you. I want to tell you something about myself that you need to know. I'm sorry to do this, but when you told me about your past last month, I realised I had to spill the beans too if we're going to get married. I've been thinking about it a lot over the last month. You see, Maggie, I never knew my father. My mum had a fling with a guy that she met, one night stand. I hope it was good for her. She paid the consequences afterwards. She had me. She struggled, you know, love. She really struggled. And then, well, when I was 6, things went pear-shaped for her. She'd met a guy, a waster. He smashed a telly over her head one night when he was pissed, and then he just fucked off as well. Well, Mum never really recovered properly after that, and then there was this night when I was 8, must have been November. My granddad picked me up from school, took me home, but things weren't right. It was obvious. The lights were all on in the house and the doors were locked. I can remember the sound of running water coming from inside. Mum's car was in the drive, so we knew she was there. Well, the granddad knocked and knocked at the door, but there was no answer, and it was bolted shut. That was odd. So in the end, we went to the back door. It was painted black. There were these little window panes in the top half of the door. My granddad smashed one of them, broke in. And my mum had she left a note on the kitchen table and had put an empty pill bottle by one of the corners. Still got the note. I found it with some of Mum's things a few years ago. Remember me as I was, and please forgive me. That's all she'd written. We went upstairs because we could hear the bathwater running. There she was. She meant to die. It wasn't a cry for help. She'd taken 2 bottles of tranquilizers, some paracetamol, half a bottle of vodka. Whoosh, down the hatch. And then she'd cut her wrists. And ever after that, I had this yearning, this overwhelming desire to be normal, because people kept saying they were sorry for me, and the last thing I ever wanted was sympathy. Just make me normal. That's all I ever used to think. Just want to be loved. To know what it is to love. To really love someone.
Dave? Dave, are you awake, pet? There's something I need to tell you. It's been nagging on my thoughts for a long time, and it's about my past, and I just need you to know. You see, Dave, when I was 6, my dad left. Well, he just buggered off. My mum and my dad had argued for years and years, and I didn't see anything of him for ages. And then one day when I was 15, I saw him. He looked so happy. He had another woman with him and kids, and those kids were calling my dad. Dad, my dad. He didn't even recognise me. I sat at a table next to him in the cafe and listened to what they were saying. He hadn't the first clue that I were his daughter. My mum told me he was a complete bastard. that he beat her and went to prison for it. He said that I was a daddy's girl, and then he got bored of playing daddy and just went off. I knew she lied. You know, my mate, there's a police officer. I got her to check. He'd never been to prison in his life. I knew it was her who stopped me seeing him. And he made no real effort to keep in touch. He just took what she said and buggered off. After I bumped into him that time, I found out where he lived. And I went round. You were a lovely man. A really lovely man. We spent some good times before he died. That's why I don't want to be like my mum. That's why I don't speak to her anymore. I mean, how could I after all that? You see, Dave, I need you to promise me that you won't be like my dad, that you won't just bugger off, and that you won't make me become the woman my mum was. I know that this all sounds like bollocks and you're probably thinking, my God, she's crazy. But I need you to promise. I need you to promise me that you won't leave me, that you'll be with me. I love you, Dave, and I just could not face all that sadness again. I just want to be with you. Just me and you.
Hey, you lost? Need some help?
No.
You sure? You got the map upside down.
No, I haven't.
No, seriously, where are you going? I'm a soldier, I know a thing or two about maps.
All right, soldier boy. I want to go up that hill there.
Oh no, I wouldn't go up there. There's wild animals up there.
What? Really?
Bears. Really big bears. You're going to need some protection.
You're pulling my leg.
Give us that. I was only up there yesterday, so I'll show you the best path. So, if you cross that river by the bridge, then over the stile, you will pick up a path that takes you all the way to the top.
Thanks. Do you fancy coming with me?
Oh, sure. Well, this bus ain't arriving anytime soon. Here, let's go find them bears.
What's your name?
Dave. Who's asking?
Maggie.